Okay, in the last video we added this little banner text here, the training for training page. Boy, that's really clever. So let's go back in here and I'll call it text for training page. Oops, X. All right, let's put a big old T on that bad boy, and it looks like we got it. Okay, we got that, and that's terrific. But there's a lot of things that we can do to this text, and something you may want to have just so that it makes it a little snazzier on here is to do a background layer and let that be your banner. And we'll just kind of do that up here, and I'll just do this all the way over here, and I'll show you why in just a second. Oh, let's be a little bit more precise about this. 270, 15. Let's say text banner background. Sounds like a good name. We'll go ahead and lock it down, and I'm going to put it behind, well, let's see, that's the banner text. Forgot to change that last time. It's a great thing about it. If you want to change stuff over and over, you can. So I'm going to scoot this back here, and I will put the logo on top. So now the logo is above our text and background that I'm going to scoot down just a little bit. That looks like a good spot for it. And something that's kind of cool about this text, as you saw a minute ago, if the box isn't big enough for the text, it will show up scroll bars on there, which actually show up in your presentation, which is kind of tacky. So what I'm going to do is put this over here, and I'll show you why. I'm not so worried about that the text isn't quite in the center of this just yet, so I can move it down a little bit. Life's terrific. Oh, just for fun, let's go ahead and make the text size bigger. I'm going to actually turn this into a scrolling marquee, and that's really easy to do, vertical or horizontal. I'm going to go with horizontal, and it's scrolling the text, and if you want to slow it down, you can. I'll just make this 20 here, and that slows the text way down. If you got a big old long title, obviously the slower it needs to go so that people can read it. But just so this is kind of separated from itself, I'm going to put a little, let's see, what did it do? That's what I was afraid of. So I'm going to do a little vertical space thing here, and then I'm going to go over to the, well, and since I can't see what I'm doing, I think I'll actually make that kind of darker so I can see to edit it. And I'm going to put a space in front of that, and I'm going to do one after it with space. So actually we don't need two of them, so I will put a space after that text. And if you notice now, our text is scrolling, and we got something to kind of break it up. So I can go right here. I'll put a space in it, and actually let's do it this way. We'll put a line after it, and voila. Actually, let's speed it up because that's kind of slow. Just to kind of see what you think of it. That's not too bad. We know that our little text is moving on. I'm going to edit it and make it white again. And white is a good color for this. It'll make it stand out the best. I'm going to go to this text banner background thing, and I'm going to make that a darker blue so it stands out on my page. And again, now, if you're happy with what's going on, let me scoot this down because that's just kind of there. And again, oh, where are we at? Let me move this up. I can move it in big jumps if I just put a different number in there, but I'm just kind of scrolling that, changing the position of it, kind of seasoning the taste here. I'll put this logo where I want. And if I'm happy with the page, then I can override it, and there we go. So now we have added text to the page as a scrolling marquee.